Over 600,000 people drive through McAdenville every December to take a look at Christmas lights, but here's something that no one tells you. This tiny town has a real estate market that's more competitive than Charlotte itself, with homes selling in about 20 days and for more than asking price. Plus, it shares a really interesting connection with Thomas Edison himself. What started out as 4 factory workers decorating 9 trees in 1955 has turned into a tradition so powerful that it has shaped the entire economy and identity of this Charlotte suburb. So today I'm breaking down the full story, the traditions and the numbers of why living in Christmastown, USA might be the perfect spot for you and your family. Come with me and check it out. First, you need to understand where McAdenville came from, because the town's textile heritage is directly tied to how the Christmas tradition started. And believe me, you're gonna love this. McAdenville sits 15 miles west of uptown Charlotte, with just over about 10 miles from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. The town spans 1.5 square miles along the South Fork of the Catawba River in Gaston County. So back in 1873, the Atlanta-Charlotte Railroad laid tracks through the area. And in 1880, Rufus Y. McAden purchased land along the South Fork of the river. He chartered the Springs Shoals Manufacturing Company in 1881, which became McAden Mills. That name sound familiar? The town incorporated as McAdenville in 1883, planned around the cotton mill. But here's something even wilder. In 1883, Thomas Edison was actually hired to build the hydroelectric generator number 31 to power lighting in the mill and all the mill houses. That's why you'll see references to Dynamo 31 throughout the town today. McAden Mills was considered the first truly modern textile mill of its time. And as the company grew into the largest mill in Gaston County, it exported woven fabrics to the West Indies, South America, and the Philippines. This rich history actually impacts tradition and housing alike, so stay tuned for that. During World War II, William J. Farr's leadership brought textile innovation resurgence to the area, and the company diversified its products. They actually became the first to convert to spinning synthetic yarns. But Mr. and Mrs. Farr then moved to McAdenville and became active residents. Their open door policy built trust throughout the community, and soon we'll check out if this holds up today. But the Farrs got into philanthropic activities and developed what's now the Farr Family YMCA. Now, this community foundation is exactly what made the Christmas tradition possible, but how exactly did it start? So let's go back to where all of this began, and the origin of the story is way more grassroots than you might think. In the winter of 1954, 4 employees of Farr Yarns decided to make the town more festive. Harvey Dixon Roberts Jr. described how they asked for permission to use old parks to spell out Merry Christmas on a hill above the fire department. They made stars for the mill tower and decorated 1 tree in front of the main mill office. So in 1955, Roberts and his co-workers decorated 9 trees along Main Street. Then Mrs. Farr got involved and told the workers, "Boys, I'll pay for all that you put up." She had one request: only red, white, and green lights, which she considered the true Christmas colors. And by 1956, the project had grown beyond what a few workers could handle, and the workers asked the McAdenville Men's Club for help, marking the official beginning of the community-wide tradition. Now, here's the game changer that made all of this happen. Starting in 1956, Farr Yarns began funding the town's electric bills every December. This meant that residents paid nothing extra for December bills when they put up their lights. This obviously encouraged participation, and we can all be glad that it did, and you'll see why. But before we talk about how this turned into a national sensation, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. My team and I are out here every week. We're crunching numbers, finding hidden gems, and sharing insight from over 20 plus years of experience in the Charlotte market. So make sure to come back often and watch all the secrets and updates on Charlotte real estate. And hey, if you want to stay up to date in everything that's going on in the Charlotte area, be sure to subscribe to my weekly newsletter in the link below. Okay, but how exactly did a modest mill village tradition explode into one of America's most recognized Christmas displays? Each year through the 1960s and 70s, workers created bigger and bolder displays. Homeowners got involved, decorating porches with wreaths, garlands, and snowmen, and the displays kept growing until it covered 1.3 mile stretch of road through the entire town. It's really magical here, folks, but it gets even better. In 1980, CBS journalist Charles Kuralt did a TV special on CBS Sunday Morning. Kuralt, a Wilmington, North Carolina native who grew up in Charlotte, labeled McAdenville as Christmastown, USA in the special, and the nickname stuck. Since then, the town has been featured on Good Morning America and in Southern Living magazine. Today, the display includes over 500,000 Christmas lights on more than 375 trees, and that number doesn't even count the decorations that residents add to their own homes. Every home in the town is lit, creating a complete winter wonderland. And if you're curious about these homes, stay with me until the end here. The event now attracts about 600,000 visitors each December in this little tiny suburb. That's over 300,000 vehicles passing through the tiny town, and the traffic actually creates huge traffic jams along several exits of I-85. The economic impact studies estimate that these displays bring in about 11.8 million in economic activity annually for McAdenville and the surrounding areas. William J. Farr passed away in 1981, but the family's commitment still continued. And today, Bill Carsterson, Farr's grandson and president of Farr, also keeps supporting the town's traditions. All right, the last piece of history here. In 2009, the McAdenville Historic District was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Now, there's some specific traditions that they hold here and some unique touches too, but before we check out the area's amenities, I want to show you these. So if you're planning on visiting or you're considering living here, you got to know the specific events and experiences that make Christmastown, USA special. Here's some of the things that you need to know. The lights shine nightly from December 1st through December 26th, from about 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. every night during the season. And you can walk or drive through downtown to experience how beautiful the views are. The Christmas season kicks off on December 1st with a ceremony at Dynamo 31 located at 102 Main Street. And the ceremony starts at 5:30 p.m. where a local child flips the switch to turn on the entire light display. And then on December 11th at 5:30, you'll get to experience the Yule Log Parade. This tradition began in 1949, so it actually predates the Christmas lights, where residents gather at 100 Main Street near the Yule Log on a vintage sled. Singing begins at 5:30, paying tribute to the community spirit of McAdenville, and there's even a local high school band that usually participates. There's also a Christmastown 5K, a 3.1 mile fun run under the lights, and then let me tell you about some of the food. During the Christmas season, you can stop at local spots including Terra Mia Ristorante for authentic Italian food. 115 Craft is open 7 days a week with rotating craft beers and wines. Life is Sweet Candy Store on Main Street has over 180 varieties of bulk candy. And there's the Spruce Goose Station for breakfast and lunch. Revolver Records has vinyl records, cassettes, and CDs if you're into music. And if you're thinking about living in Christmastown, USA, you might be thinking, what's the real estate market like? What kind of homes can I find? Living in Christmastown, USA is pretty interesting, especially because of the historical part of it. And the market here is pretty fascinating also. The town has a mix of historic properties as well as new construction, and many of the old original mill houses, including duplexes and single-family homes, have been renovated. These properties date back to the 1880s and do include charming brick mill houses. You'll find a variety of cottages with different roof styles and different architectural styles. You'll find new neighborhoods that have neo-traditional and craftsman-style homes that blend modern elements with the town's historical character. And according to Town Plan 2040, single-family site-built homes make up 96% of the housing stock. Many properties are 3 and 4 bedroom homes built after the year 2000. The McAdenville market is actually very competitive. The median sale price in McAdenville is $545,000. Now that's a 4.5% decrease from previous years. However, the price per square foot is increased to about 3.9% to about $200,000. Homes sell in an average of about 20 days, and many homes still receive multiple offers, some selling for about 2% over list price. Hot homes can sell for as much as 4% over list price in around 3 days. For comparison, Charlotte's median price is around $420,000, making McAdenville a little bit higher. And its current inventory, the day we're filming, there's only 4 homes for sale. This tiny inventory contributes to the competitive nature in this little town. McAdenville is described as having an eclectic blend of traditional and modern living. The town has charm, walkability, beauty, and a family-friendly nature. And we'll talk about health and education in just a minute. The McAdenville Greenway is a 2-mile paved trail along the river and Farr Mill Lake. And Farr Yarn's Family Trail is a 2-mile natural surface trail with historical importance. The McAdenville Park and Legacy Park all have spaces for all ages. The town is also a gateway to the Matthews-Belk South Fork River Corridor, a planned 20-mile trail system, with miles of blueways available for kayaking, paddleboarding, and other water sports. And in every community, people are always looking for things to do. The McAdenville Women's Club, a local elementary school, and many events are main spots for residents to connect. Regular events other than Christmas include the McAdenville Oktoberfest and many other community days with music and art. The Farr Family YMCA at 208 Main Street serves as a community fitness center, and the area is served by Caramont Health as well as Atrium Health. And specialized local services include Christmastown Dentistry, custom physical therapy and fitness, and Kind Behavioral Health. One could also complete their entire education without leaving the area, with options like McAdenville Elementary School, Holbrook Middle School, and Belmont Abbey College. So overall, a very family-friendly town, definitely worried about keeping traditions and a strong community vibe. Bottom line, McAdenville is way more than just a Christmas destination. It's a legitimate Charlotte suburb with a rich history, strong character, and a real estate market that's more competitive than most. Are you considering McAdenville or any other Charlotte suburb for your next home? Well, understanding these specific community characteristics can make all the difference. Send me an email today at info@jwhitegroup.com and we'll figure out which neighborhood makes the most sense for you. My team and I know this market inside and out. We live here and work here, and we can help you find exactly what you're looking for. But next, I've got another video linked right here where I rank all the Charlotte suburbs. You'll want to watch that next to see how McAdenville stacks up against all the other options around Charlotte. It'll probably save you a few dollars and definitely some frustration after getting our insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.